This conference will now be recorded.
And unable to record to the cloud. There was a problem. What is this? Supervised organization, some challenges in supervised organization setup, creating subordinates, divide an organization, inactivate, assign superior, along with the staffing models, create positions, freeze, close, and job restrictions, then activity after job profiles we discussed. So just to, before moving on to the most interesting topic called compensation. Okay, just we'll test our understanding so far. So to achieve this, what I did, so I come up with 30 questions here, okay, without any answers. We all will go through this and we'll try to give answers for these questions. Okay, this helps us. So far, what we discussed in our previous topic, it helps us to analyze and also before moving on to the, if anyone, I mean, to recollect what we discussed so far, it really helps. Okay, right. So some of the questions are we already discussed. Some of the questions are on upcoming topics, very few, applicant data, hire process, etc. But still I have included here. Okay, right. So the first question, once we assign the roles like HR partner, benefit partner, hierarchy owner, manager, etc. Does this roles will be inherited to the subordinate organizations as well? Is that correct? Anyone? Roles has inheritance characteristics. If you assign at supervisor organization level.
Yes.
Correct. That's true. The roles has inheritance characteristics. That's correct. Okay. Move on to the next question. When you're creating a supervisor organization or any other organization, we have 4 options are available under visibility. Under field called visibility, we have 4 options. What are all those 4 options we have?
Yeah, it can be visible to entire workday organization, and you can visible to specific organization people, or else you can visible to your supervisor.
Right. What are the 4 options? Like everyone, role assignees, and
Yeah, like
right. Okay. So one is everyone, another one is role assignees, third one is role assignees and members, fourth one is role assignees of superiors and current organization. Correct. So in order to create a supervisor organization, what is the mandatory giving?
The reorganization.
and the date.
Reorganization. Excellent, sir. The reorganization is the mandatory one. Correct. So if you are searching for a supervisor organization, what are the prefix we will enter?
View.
That's a task. We are looking for prefix.
SUP space org.
SUP.
Yeah, SUP, yeah, correct. SUP space org colon name of your organization. Excellent. So what are all tasks or actions we can perform under reorganization? For example, when you select a supervisor organization, navigate to reorganization, there you have set of options are available, right? For example, create subordinate. What are other options we have?
Yeah,
Divide.
Right. Assign superior.
position management also you can do.
Not position management, sir. Okay, divide, assign superior,
And inactive and close.
Yeah, move workers from one after another. Perfect.
Yeah.
5 options we have: create subordinate, assign superior, divide organization, move workers by organization, and create subordinate. 5 options we have. Okay, excellent. How to inactivate a supervised organization? What are the things we should be taking? Should be careful while inactivating a supervised organization.
Yeah, we need to move the employees from one supervisor organization to another supervisor
Another
organization.
supervised organization, if
We
we
have,
have active employees and
yeah.
positions, true.
If you don't have, right, we can close that one based, I mean,
Right.
before the date, I mean, after the date.
Okay. And also we are taking care of roles.
Yeah,
Also we have to
roles.
ask a question, can we remove the organization from the hierarchy or not? And that is also we have to ask, correct?
Yes.
Can you please repeat the question? What you said last one?
Sure.
Roles. You said.
Which one? Roles. First one you're talking. This one?
No, sixth one only. Like you said, like yeah, like for inactivating
Yeah.
supervisor, we have to remove either employees or any open position if available. We need to move, right? That is one.
Right. If active employees or positions, we have to move to some other organization. Second thing, effective date. Third thing, remove organization from hierarchy after inactivation if you don't want to be put in hierarchy, the same one. And the last one, roles. Here 3 questions will come. Do you want to keep all the roles? Inherited roles, do you want to keep all the roles? Or do you want to keep only specific roles? Or do you want to remove all the roles? That is also asked to the customer. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Thank you.
While creating an organization, which organization doesn't require a reorganization event? 2 organizations or doesn't require a reorganization event? Matrix organization
Matrix organization. Yeah.
and pay group. Okay? Pay group is in fact is part of, yes ma'am. Pay group is part of payroll, but still the both organ doesn't require a reorganization event. You may ask question why? Because we are not configuring hierarchy structures on both the organizations. It has only one organization. Pay group is a standalone organization. Matrix is a standalone organization. You are not creating a hierarchy structure there. Okay, that's the reason reorganization event is not required for both the organizations to track the changes. When you're not creating a subordinate, assign superior, dividing, why we need a reorg? Not required. So that's the reason. Okay. So I think how to inactivate supervisory organization. Oh, sorry, we discussed this question. Once you assign a company under a supervisory organization and is defaulted, can it be changed at any given time? We didn't discuss this one, don't worry. During our additional organization, it will come. But just you can give a guess. Once you assign a company under supervisory organization and you defaulted, can it be changed whenever if required?
Should be, right?
It should be. Yes, you can change. Though it's defaulted, you can change at any given time. Okay.
At
And
the
we are
time we need to enact.
not inactivation, ma'am. Sorry, tenant I didn't access. So under supervised organization, you have an option called organization assignments. Under that organization assignments, you have 2 options, allowed and defaulted. Once you default the company, later you can change at any given time. The reason is mergers, acquisitions will happen in few sometimes, right? So company can be changed at any given time. Yes, we can change it. Also, we have not covered the topic. That's why, as I mentioned, few questions which are not covered still are included to get some heads up on those area. But we are going to cover them in our regular session. Okay. So what type of organization the business process is associated with?
What type of is it? Opening
We have
position?
we have 11 organizations are available. For
Supervisory
which are
organization.
supervisory organization? Yes, supervisory organization is correct. Okay. Always business process must be configured to only supervisory organization. Okay. Right.
So rest of the organization does not have business process, Kiran, then?
No, sir. No, sir. Not required. Yeah. Because all your workers are hiring on a supervisory organization. Hence,
Okay. Okay. So this business process we use only for the hiring one then.
uh, not only hire a number of BPs we have, but everything must be copied to supervisory organization.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Before creating any event, we need to create BP and copy it to
Ma'am,
supervisory
your
organization.
voice is very feeble,
Is
ma'am.
it
Sorry,
correct?
can't hear.
Uh, for every event, we need to create BP and copy it to supervisory organization.
Not
Is it
every
right?
event. Not every event. For example, first you created one position. That time only you configure you create the BP. Second time when you want to create, you no need to copy the BP. It's one time setup, not for every event. Okay,
Not every event.
right.
10th one, Kiran.
10th one. The staffing model will be inherited to the subordinates. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Correct. Once you assign the staffing model to your superior organization, so it has the inheritance characteristics. It will be inherited to the subordinate organization as well. Okay, perfect. Workday provides the ability to create a custom organization to meet the customer unique requirements. Is that correct? Do we have a custom organization concept here?
Yes, I think, but
Yes,
we
we
did not.
have the custom organization. Right, sir. So if you want to group all retiree employees under one organization to process the pension, or if you want to track the COVID-19 affected employees, so we can use this custom organization. For example, a customer wants to know, let's say thousands of employees will work with the employer. Okay, 1,000 employees are working with a company, and company wants to track the employees who are affected with COVID-19. Okay, so that the reason of tracking here is to help them by providing some medical services or vaccinations, etc. So how they will track, because COVID-19 is not part of workday, it's a medical work. So we can create a custom organization called COVID-19, and then the employees who are affected, you can assign those employees to that organizations. So now you have a clear number, how many employees are affected, how many employees are not affected, right? And also
I
whenever
have,
the employee has cleared in the sense he is cured, you can remove the employee from the hierarchy. Sorry, you can remove the employee from your customer organization. I'm just giving a random example on this.
yeah, I have one small doubt here.
Yes, sir.
Though as of now we haven't created any custom organization, so
Right,
we are
sir.
creating that with the existing options. So what if tomorrow if I created one or custom organization, like as you said, COVID-19 organization, okay? So then I ascend from one employee that has
Mm-hmm.
he is there from any existing organization. So
Right. Yeah,
technically, this employee belongs to two organizations, right?
correct. Right. An employee, but supervisor organization is different, sir. Custom organization is different.
Yeah,
Supervisor organization is a workplace. Custom organization is just for tracking purpose we create.
yeah. So that means the customer organization does not have that all the options like supervisor organization.
Exactly. That's true. You're
Yeah.
just assigning a member to that. That's it.
All payroll related activities, all other things will be done in supervisor organization only.
Supervisor organization
These
only.
things only to for tracking purpose or benefit beneficiary purposes, some other
Exactly.
temporary purposes. Yeah.
Temporary. Yes. Yes.
Kiran, like whenever
It's a new
general
event, isn't it?
1 second, ma'am.
Custom organization is a new event.
It's not an event, ma'am. It's just an organization to track. We will discuss. We have not created. So actually, I'm expecting a one-line answer here.
Okay,
Yes, we have.
okay.
But still, we drilled into the topic. I'm giving some examples. Yeah, we will talk in our regular
That will be
session.
better. Thank you.
Yeah, custom organization is just an organization. Funny sir, you asking a question. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, basically it's custom organization, not like a what are the organization we created earlier, right? It's like it is not
No.
maintaining any employees. It's just to track employees under a for some reason.
Exactly. As I mentioned, Rajesh had mentioned, it's completely different organization, and yeah, whatever the actions we are performing in the supervisory cannot be performed the same in the custom organization.
So like for creating custom organization, that for creating super organization, they will put SUP or ORG, right? Like for custom organization, we do need some command like that, custom org or something.
No shortcut for that. Only you have to access task view custom organization.
Oh, custom organization. Okay, complete name, full word.
Full. Short form also you can censor view cust also. Yeah, you can search that way. Okay.
Sure, thank you.
And moving on, which question, sir? 12th one.
12th.
Can we hire a worker? Interesting one. Can we hire a worker in the cost center?
Cost center is option, right? Like I think to track the money, right? I think to give a
Yes.
billing for them, right?
Right. Can we hire an employee in cost center?
Should not be, right?
Yes, you can
Should
hire.
not be.
You can hire
Right.
cost center,
Correct.
but
We should. We can assign to a worker. Okay. But we cannot hire an
yes.
employee. Good one. Thank you both. Okay. This is also we didn't discuss, but just I included this question so that we will be prepared whenever we are discussing about that. You will have some idea. Can applicant can be present in the system? Can what? Can applicant be present in the system before creating the supervisor organization?
No. It can be, because if you are recruiting from within the organization, yeah, it might be, right?
It can be, sir, because applicant doesn't require supervisor organization. So in the trend, you can give a try called create pre-hire. You can still create it. There is no dependency on the supervisor. You can create it. Okay. Though these are one-line answers, some of the people will ask these questions to test our understanding of how workday works. Okay. Applicant can be created.
Okay. Applicant means like a employee, right?
Not employee, sir. Not employee. Just applicant. Applicant in the sense the person who applying for the job, an aspirant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be possible, right? Like creating your own profile, right? In the organization. Yeah, then you will apply for the job.
Now the next one is interesting. Can we create a position before creating a supervisor organization?
No, I don't think so. Under supervised organization only we'll create a position.
So we have dependency, you're saying, correct?
Yeah.
That's true. We can't create position without putting a.
Staffing always come after creating organization.
Right.
Without
So,
organization, staffing can exist.
correct, man. So we cannot create a supervisor organization. I mean, we cannot create a position prior to creating a supervisor organization. Okay, we must create a super first. Then only position can be created. Okay. So in which state we cannot change the staffing member?
Kiran?
Yes.
Kiran,
Yes, please tell.
I have a little bit inquisitiveness.
Mm.
Question number 13. Can applicant Here, applicant means who is applying for the position or the
Yes,
employee of the
applicant
organization.
means
What it is?
not an employee. Who's are applying for the job? Who's are applying for a job?
How it could be? Can you give a little explanation of it?
That's what now. Few things I included without discussing with you all. So this is also one of the questions. Just to give an idea, I included, but while we're hiring an employee, I will show how to configure the applicant data. Okay. We are not covered that one. Don't worry. We'll talk.
Kiran, one request from
Okay,
for
okay.
Chaitali. Kiran, one
Yes,
request
sir.
for Chaitali. Can you, after you ask question, can you please put yourself mute, because that is disturbing the recording. Also, some noise is coming from background of your system, I think so. So that is it may disturb the recording.
Yes, I don't know. Yes, yes. I also when I heard the recording now, I feel that there is a noise, but how it comes, I don't know. Okay,
No,
thank you.
yeah,
I will mute this.
yeah. I know that you cannot avoid that, but the moment you ask question, if you can keep mute, right, we can hear the Kiran explanation. That's what my request, please.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
I think this noise is because your mic issue as well. Could you please check with a different mic? You may not face this issue. And sometimes, right, we can't hear your question that you're asking.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. At what state we cannot change the staffing model? So let's say you configured a staffing model and you set up the jobs or positions according to the customer requirement. Then customer is asking you to change the staffing model. Okay. Once we create positions or jobs, we cannot change the staffing model at all. It's not possible. Right? We discussed. So what is the solution for that? Anyone?
You have to basically close that organization. I think we have some steps are there. Come on.
You have to first you have to move the positions out of the organizations or close the positions. Then inactivate the organization and remove from hierarchy. In the same state, create a new supervisor organization with the required staffing model. Yes, we will do that scenario, sir, while we're hiring a worker. Thank you. Okay.
Sixteen.
It is a repeated one, sir. 16th one, ignore, please.
Yeah.
So for hiring restrictions, so for which staffing mode? Okay. Let me put it in this way. So what are all hiring restrictions we have, either in position or job? In simple, when you're creating a position, what are all fields we have?
First, you need to open the position with a business rule, business process.
When you're creating a position, we have certain fields. Example, position name.
And location.
Location, right, sir? Position name, location,
And
availability date, earliest hire date,
yeah, available
location,
date. Yeah,
time
how
type, right? Worker subtype, job profile, all these are required, correct? All these are required. These are all nothing but hiring restrictions. Sometimes, if anyone is trying to give an interview, the interview may make you confused by asking a question like this. What is the difference between hiring restrictions, position restrictions, or job restrictions? Hiring restrictions, position restrictions, job restrictions. Remember, the answer is same for all these three options. The term will be changed. If you're working on position management, we will call position restrictions. If you're working on job management, we will call job restrictions. Or if you selected no checkbox, no hiring restrictions, and you want to defer at the time of hiring, then we will call it as hiring restrictions. Remember, They try to confuse you by asking this question. Hiring restrictions, position restrictions, job restrictions are means same. All are same. The term will be different based on the staffing model we are using. Okay. Okay. What are all business processes associated? If you would like to edit a position unfilled, a position which is filled, what are all business processes are required? Business processes. If you want to edit a unfilled position, which BP we need? Anyone? Okay, no problem. Edit position restrictions which let you allow to edit unfilled position. Edit position which let you allow to edit a filled position from worker of the worker. Okay, right. Edit position restrictions. Worker has two types of records in workday. What are they? We didn't cover this also, but still I included. We will talk in coming sessions. I will only give the answer. Anyone wants to give it a try? Worker has two types of records in workday. Applicant record, worker record. Okay, reporting team required all this. Applicant data, worker data. How can you remove a position in workday? Can we remove a position in workday?
Sorry, Kiran, like in the previous, right, what you said, what is the applicant data and worker data means? What is the difference?
Right. So actually before hiring, we'll create applicant data, sir. That is one record in workday.
Okay.
After that, we'll hire an employee in that applicant. Is nothing but second record. So two records we have. Reporting team, integration team will look into both the records. Functionally, we don't need, but the integration reporting team will check what record needs to be fetched. So that time they will call it records. Okay.
So like, yeah, like will that record be there even though like, like before as applicant data, like if let's say like he applied for one job, so that he will fill all these things, that will part of the applicant data. Even
Correct.
like once
That
I
is one
hire,
record.
even once I hire him, will we maintain that applicant data? Like will it be deleted?
Yes. No. It will be there. It will be there. Still, if you search an applicant, his name still will be. It will shows, and also shows in which position he has hired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. How can we remove a position in workday?
Kiran,
Yes, ma'am.
why you keep applicant data to maintain compliance?
Not only the complaints, ma'am. Sometimes you will terminate an employee. Okay. Again, that employee you may want to rehire that employee in future. So that time you already have in hand applicant data in the system. We also will do tracking, right? Not the tracking the right one. So we also have after termination we will see, right, who are all applicants hired for the jobs, who are all terminated, just for a reporting purpose in simple. Yeah.
Even if even you can use the data to restrict the same person to reapply after 6 months. Suppose let's say we did not hire him in the first round. If he is going to apply within some companies have a restriction, right? Don't apply for the same job within 6 months, something like that.
True, sir. That's a good example. Yeah. True. Okay. How can we remove a position in workday? Can we remove a position in workday? Is it possible?
No, I think we can archive. I think freeze it. I think so. That's the max.
Yeah. Close or freeze it. Yes. You cannot remove the position, but yeah, you can close or freeze the position. Perfect. Thank you. Remember, someone may ask you like this: can we remove? So they know the answer. The why they're asking is just to test your ability. We cannot remove the position. Okay. So what is the relationship between job profile and position? Let me put in this way, this question. Why job profile were assigned to a position? What is the importance?
It's like a template, right? It's like a job template, and all the details you'll have under the job profile. that can be
Right.
used like a whenever the equivalent positions whenever we need, we will attach to that position so that all the it can be free filled that application something.
Perfect. Thank you,
Please.
sir. So some of the additional information will give to one job profile. And whenever you give the job profile to a position, the position will capture all that additional information from the job profile. So when it is helpful, when you have multiple positions, okay, so the same information, if you want to differ for each position, is a time consuming. But if you give this one job profile and one job profile assigned to multiple position, is helpful. So yesterday also, I think we discussed this example.
And Kiran, also if for the same position, right, after attaching that job profile to that position, if I want to add some more details to that position, I can do, right?
Because some more details in the sense, at job profile level, sir, or position level.
Position level.
Yeah, we can do changes, no problem. But if you do job profile level, it will impact all the positions.
Exactly. Yeah, I know the template like we already added, but if I want to add more to the particular position, I can still add to that position, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. These are slight interesting, slight confusing questions, but take some time to understand. I will also help you. When a worker is moved from one organization to another supervisory organization, the staffing mode can be different in each organization. Let me put it in this way. Can we move an employee from position management to job management? Or can we move an employee from job to position management?
No, I think.
First, we need to change staffing model. Only then it
Okay.
will change. We have to
Okay.
go back.
Still,
I
right.
think
We didn't discuss.
it will give the precedence to the super organization, the target one.
Right. So let me give the answer here. We can move the employee from job to position, position to job, but there are limitations. Okay. So during change job process, we are going to talk about that. But coming to, so most of you said no, right? Initially, yes, you're correct. Earlier, what happened? Position management employees can be moved only under position. Job management people can move only under job management. It's really one of the critical thing. Employee promotions transfers will be quite common in HR area, right? In HR ecosystem. So we cannot create a same staffing model each and every time. So most of the employees raise a concern with workday. Then they gave this flexibility. You can move employee from job to position, position to job. It's possible. Remember this one. Sure, it might be into a question if you're applying for entry level job. An employee, a position management employee can move to the job management. A job management employee can move to the position management. Both possible. But there are limitations. We will talk with examples during a change job process, promotion, transfer, relocation, also moving employees between different staffing models. Okay.
Kiran, I have one question here. Like I know, like while recruiting a employee, yes, we use this job management or position management thing. Once I recruit that person, right? Even if
Mhm.
we want to move that organization, does this is that much critical? This position management, job management? Why? Because that position is we already recruited the employee, right?
Right, sir. So when you're moving to the position, for example, take your scenario. So you have position management and job management. Now you are promoting an employee from position management to job management. Position cannot be fit in the job management. Correct, sir? It cannot be fit in the job management. So position, that employee must be vacate the position. He cannot move along with the position. He must vacate the position and move on to the job restrictions. It's little hard to imagine until we'll test on the tenant.
Okay, sure, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, we are going to play around all these scenarios. Don't worry, we are not skipping anything. Okay, which staffing model applies hiring restrictions to the entire supervisory organization? What are all business processes are required? And also please explain the navigation, how to set the restrictions at the entire organization.
Job management.
Job management is correct. So we can set the restrictions at entire organization level. That's true. What are all business process associated with the job management? Hiring restrictions,
Oh,
edit hiring restrictions. Okay, these are the two stuff. Edit hiring restrictions will let you allow to set the restrictions. Edit hiring restrictions, which let you allow to edit hiring restrictions at any given time. Okay, and how to set the restrictions? You have to select your supervisor organization, related actions, navigate to organization. There you have an option called set hiring restrictions. Okay. In position management, a position still exists in the old organization when a worker in position management, a position still exists in the old organization when a worker has been moved into a new organization. Is that correct? In simple, can I move only the employee into the new position, new organization by keeping his existing position as open? Is it possible?
yes.
Is possible. True. So you can move employee into the new position by keeping his existing position as open. Is possible. Thank you, sir. Okay. Changing the staffing model of a parent organization does not automatically change the staffing model of existing subordinate organization. You must change the staffing model of the subordinate organization manually. Is that correct? So I have supervisor organization A here. I have supervisor organization B here. I have C here. And for supervisor organization, initially I selected position management. The same has been inherited to all the subordinates. But here later I have changed the staffing model to job management. Now for organization C, does this job management will be inherited to the subordinate organization?
No, I don't. Should not be.
It should not be. No, it won't. It's not going to be inherited. Remember, changes are not going to be inherited. First time when you're giving right, that the details only will be inherited. Changes are not going to be inherited. Okay. Which staffing model is useful for organizations which prefers very broader requirements? Position or job? Okay. Which staffing
Job.
model is more job? Right. Which staffing model is more flexible and broader requirement? Job management is recommended because position management, as I mentioned, limited and controlled. Okay. Until we'll move the employees, hire the employees, we can't understand. So we will do that. Then we'll be more clear with these topics. How to change the staffing model or how to edit the staffing model for an organization? What are all two options we have? Select supervisor or anyone wants to try?
It means like
For example, you have selected position management. Now you want to change to job management. Assume no positions you have configured. It
you mean
just
like a bulk one or like a normal like
yeah.
one or
I'm expect both, sir. Both. Bulk one and individual organization.
maintain staff model or something, right? I think for the bulk.
Right. Maintain staffing model is for to edit for group of organizations. That's true. For individual organizations, select supervisor organization related actions, navigate to organization. There you have an option called edit staffing model. Okay, you have to edit and change the staffing model. Okay. So you have a no job restriction checkbox on position management and the job management staffing modes, both. What is the purpose of the checkbox?
Basically, you're trying to keep the no restrictions, right? That's why you
Yeah,
check.
if you keep no restrictions, what does it mean?
You no need to enter any details. Basically, like which location and everything. We are trying to open a position with the minimum details.
Right. So whenever we are into uncertainty, we are not sure what are all restrictions we need, what are all details we need at this moment. But you have only limited data when you need this position or job and title. Then only we have to settle. Okay, then we can go with no job restrictions. Later at any given time, once you get the information full, you can set the restrictions. Okay. In which staffing model, the history of the position can be tracked. So while freezing, unfreezing, I have shown somewhere we can track the history. Position management, sir. Job management we cannot track because there is no job only. Position management, for each position you can track the history. When this position is created, when this position has been edited, when this position is freezed, who hired in this position at what date, everything can be tracked. Okay, these are the simple questions. I'm going to share this document with you all without any answers, but I request you guys go to the tenant, understand the question, go to the tenant, explore. Few things please ignore we have not discussed at this moment. At least staffing and supervised organization, I believe we can give a try. Okay. In the next chapter, we are going to talk about testing of our job profile, job family groups in our next session. Along with that, a compensation overview. First 5 to 10 minutes is enough. Job profile job on that one. Then after, compensation overview, the most interesting and important topic. Okay, anyone have any questions I can have?
I have one question.
Sure, sir.
Kiran.
Yes, please.
Yeah, actually, last week we faced the issue, right, regarding every week the data refreshment will be happen, right?
Yes, sir.
So you said we have a backup option, so
Right.
you can take backup of that, right? So
Not in these tenants. In real environments, yes, we can take the back.
okay. Yeah, I just want to check with that how to take the backup.
So you have to access the no one will have access or except one conversion admin. So you have a task called that to remember, sir. This is available during implementation, which means you are not went to go live it. Once you went to go live, there is no backup concept. Backup concept in your hand. You have to reach out to Workday. Before implementation, because the implementers are implementing, so they have access. They will ask a task called create backup, and it will ask you the name to be entered. You have to enter the name, and from the time you are running the backup task, it will freeze your tenant. Whatever you have configured so far, it will send to the Workday cloud, and it will generate a unique reference ID for you. Okay, a unique reference ID for you. So why we will take the backup is whenever you're doing a mass data load, you are hiring 1,000 employees, you are promoting a 10,000 employees, you are doing a compensation changes for 5,000 employees. If something goes wrong, to bring the changes back, we will take the tenant backup, sir. And this is applicable only during implementation project. Post go live, you don't have control. You have to reach out to Workday. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
I mean, like Workday will give in some empty instance for us, so we need to add the data and deploying that. Once
Correct,
it's
sir.
deployed, right, the data at the time of deployment, the data what the thing is available, right? That is the final one. When you want
Exactly.
to modify anything on top of it, right? again you need to take backup, or else you will be under control of workday.
Right. The reason is safer side, sir. We always play a safe role. So maybe the data whatever you're loading may impact the current data. Correct. That's the reason we will take the backup. The current data load should be any impact. We can bring the data back. Yeah. So during deployment methodology, I'll give you more examples from this.
And one small question I have here.
Sure, please go ahead. Go.
After we deploy the application, I mean workday application or workday instance. So in some later point of time, I need one copy of workday data from so-and-so period to so-and-so period. Okay. I will just want to use that particular instance data in some other later stage. So is there any option we have?
Sure,
For example,
so
some
let's
BPM
say,
tools, right?
yeah. We have, sir. We have cloud loader, advanced loader, migration recipe, object transporter, EIBs, iLoads. So we have all these tools, sir. Based on the object we are using, we can use the tool. But these tools are applicable during implementation. And one tool we can discuss, that is EIB Ops, that will be taken care in the integration session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Ken. So that means like more technical things that we'll discuss in implementation part, right?
Exactly, sir. We will have a 2-hour session once we complete at least business process. So there I will talk about all these tools and all. The only challenge is we can't access in our tenant, but at least descriptive wise I will help you.
Yeah. As of now, we are covering only that how to use the workday interface,
Yeah.
and then how you're setuping. I mean, like basic this job management, and
Yes,
composition management. The actual one you can see in integration things, right?
Right.
Thanks, Kiran. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, so if everyone is good, then shall we hold for the day? Or if anyone have any questions, I can help.
Thanks, Kiran. Have a great day.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. I will share this document, go through this, and please do practice. Yeah. Thanks, man. Thank you, guys. Take care.